everyone wants to move to New Zealand, US, Canada, Australia. Most of them don't even know why. And if you're only chasing some viral videos or some PR dreams, you'll definitely burn out. This channel is not just for hype, but for real talk. So let's move on with the real question. Why migrate at all? Hey, I'm from Mumbai and now living in New Zealand. Welcome to my channel, Mumbai to Middle Earth. I just started this series because a lot of my friends keep asking me, how do I migrate to New Zealand? And के process कैसा होता है, visa कैसे apply करना है, study pathway ले सकते हैं. Everyone have these questions and I wanted to make this easier for everyone. And even back then there was YouTube, but not everyone was making content on migration to Auckland or New Zealand. When I realized there's still a huge gap in the market where not everyone is showing what's the reality on ground. I know there are a lot of immigration consultants, there's a lot of education consultancies out there who will guide you in the process. But I'm not saying they're doing a bad job or they are just misguiding you or whatever. It is your decision at the end of the day. But they won't kind of go deep into what's happening here and also in real time. So again, so apna kaam kar rahe, there's nothing wrong in doing the immigration business. But my channel is not paid or sponsored by anyone. I'm just making this content to help people who want to migrate to different countries, especially New Zealand. When I moved to New Zealand, there was no one to guide me step by step, and there weren't any YouTube videos where I could get a step by step process. So yes, I did make some mistakes, and especially in planning and budgeting and all those sort of things and settling in. And I don't want you to do the same. So yes, there are videos online about cost of living and visa options and everything. But my approach is a bit different, and I want to guide you through a different approach. I do have a structure phases so you can make smarter decisions based on even before you apply. And let me ask you honestly, why do you want to migrate? Is it for finances? Uh, which is not wrong. हर किसी को पैसे कमाने हैं, so there's nothing wrong अगर आपका main focus is just to make money, and that's what even was my focus. So there's nothing wrong in that, but it's very important to know why. So that's why I'm asking. First, figure out what's your why. Why do you want to migrate? Is it finances? Is it gaining advanced studies? So if you want to come for education, and which I think a lot of colleges back home in India also you can get a good education. But if you kind of have something in mind, आपको education करना है just because you want to see how do you get that experience if you're studying outside India and if you want to have exposure to multicultural environment. Is it just because you want a change, or if you just want to have some more experience outside your comfort zone, you want to go and join some different companies outside and बस एक experience लेना है कि दूसरी जगह या दूसरे part of the world में चीजें कैसे होती है. So if that's your thing, then again that's your why. Or is it just because you want a better infrastructure or a better quality of life? That could be best quality of air, good clean water, decent healthcare, and education. So these are some sort of things which could be one of your why. And one is just that because सब लोग जा रहे हैं, everyone is going, कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा रहा है, कोई कनाडा जा रहा है, कोई यूएस जा रहा है. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि भाई मैंने भी माइग्रेट करना है. अगर if you don't know why and if you think you're well settled back home and अगर आपका सब कुछ सही चल रहा है and if you think you don't really need to migrate, then just don't do it because everyone is doing it. And it looks easy, but there's a lot of challenges. Trust me, when you come outside, you get to know it is not easy outside. So if you already have a good life in India, job, your family, are you really ready to leave all that and start over again? So that's very important to question yourself why. Now let's go and check what's happening globally. So as you would have seen the recent news after the announcement of Trump charging a hefty fees for the H-1B visas. So it's not just about just one place. So if you see Canada has tightened up the rules, Australia is also slowing down, and even in New Zealand. So the idea that any country will do is not going to work. Things will change. The policies will change. You have to match your goals with what kind of life do you want and what country do you want to go. Just don't follow the hype. So that's something what you need to keep in mind. And it's becoming different. Migration is getting tougher in different parts of the world. As you would be following different news channels, you know how things are, and it's not more about just migrating and then coming out here and then realizing, oh, that was the wrong move, or you should have done a bit more research before coming in. What this series is all about: helping you think clearly, guiding you step by step, making sure you don't just migrate just because everyone is doing it, and to help you to decide whether you should come to New Zealand. I'll be doing a practical roadmap. And once you've decided your why, and if you're coming to New Zealand, then what to expect is here's what I'll cover in the next coming week. So I'll be doing NZ visa pathways for students, for working visa, and also PR residency pathways. Actual cost of living in 2025, with also a rupee comparison, so you know what's happening here, and how to rent a flat, avoid scams, and settle in job hunting in New Zealand. Sort of, kind of, a lot of people ask about this. So if you're serious about making this decision the right way, subscribe to my channel, comment below and tell me what's your reason, or if you figured out your why, what's your why. And my next video will be out soon, and that will be about the pros and cons of living in New Zealand, and especially comparing it with India. And both have their own strengths and challenges. So I'll break them down so you have a clear picture, and you'll see uh, what works for you, and even before you choose your path. So just hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.